4-4.
Laura Clulo, 4520.
Jemima Grist, 4564.
Jen Saggers, 4652.
Ellen Fraser, 4548.
Sophie Gibson, 4559.
Thank you very much. If you'd like to get your positions. House lights, please, Matt. Laura, are you ready?
Yep.
Matt, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
We are gathered. We are gathered here today to hear 5 stories from 5 very different people. You, the jury, will listen to these stories and then decide upon one answer: guilty or not guilty. Meet Kathleen O'Donnell, born 3rd of March 1915, Rathful. Lisa Marie Fraser, born 28th of July 1930, addict. Vern Stoller, born 6th of June 1910, negligent. Priscilla Murphy, born 15th of December 1929, adulteress. Gladys Campbell, born 10th of June 1915, thief. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
I do.
Let the trial commence. We will start with the defense.
Look at her. It's girls like her that make them weak at the knees. She hasn't even had to pay for that cup of coffee. It makes me sick.
Jesus, it's only a cup of coffee. Maybe he knows it. I think she's kind of pretty.
Exactly. She's pretty. But just because a girl is pretty doesn't mean she can take whatever she wants.
Seriously, what are you on about?
I've had a lot of experience with girls like her. Girls that think it's okay to take whatever they want because their legs are bare and their eyelashes are long. Don't men see past it anymore. They don't want anything more than fun for a while, then they lose interest. And it's me that ends up miserable.
Will someone please tell me what she is on about?
You want to know what I'm talking about? Girls with long legs and blue eyes. Girls who just want a bit of fun.
Oh, here we go.
Tell
Well, it's
them.
true. I found letters. Love letters. Intimate. Sickening. I thought I knew who she was. I'd see her on every street corner, and every girl with long legs, blue eyes, and pneumatic hips. She was the first one I knew about. Then there was a colleague from the club who jumped by I saw the laughing, the kissing, the touching. They were the ones I knew about, the ones I made him tell me about. But there were others. I know.
You should have walked out on him.
Walked out on him. I wanted to kill him. But I was caught in a trap. I couldn't walk out because he meant a lot to me.
Just a rocky relationship, huh?
I did love him. And I think he loved me, really. But I was so young when we married. And, well, I knew him for a long time before he proposed. I really thought, well, he was a singer. Quite popular, too, locally. He'd sing I'll Take You Home Again, Kathleen, all the time because of my name.
I'll take you home.
Yes, all right! Mommy and Daddy loved him. They even let me stay at his overnight. And then I moved in with him and...
You moved in with a man? Before you were married?
Oh, but we never actually did anything.
All right, then.
He wanted to save it for our wedding night. Oh, but he was so charming. Wild and Irish. And so charming.
usually get quite lucky. Stupid machine! Is anyone gonna lend me another?
I think your luck just ran out.
Oh no, trust me, girls. My luck never runs out. Imagine a beautiful Las Vegas. Imagine 100 slot machines lined up row after row. Once you've matched every picture, you move to the roulette table. The sound of that small white ball whizzing around is all you can focus on. The words
No further bets,
are
please.
the most important. That's the moment you know it's all going to change. What will happen is going to happen. And there's nothing you can do to stop it.
I was in love once. Well, thought I was anyway. Older than me he was. Much older. But so charming. You know those men that just grab your attention as soon as you enter the room? Well, he was like that. And I liked it.
So what happened with this old or charming man that grabbed your attention?
Well, we hit it off. Straight away.
You slept together.
Not just that. We got on. Our personalities just clicked. You couldn't keep us apart. It was amazing. Until his job kept giving him stupid workouts. Hardly ever saw the guy. Got so tedious after a while. Especially when I got so suspicious about it all.
Cheating on you, was he? Some other chick somewhere else?
Well, that was it. I was the other chick.
Did he keep riding?
He was married.
Bloody typical. Men, you can't live with him, and you certainly can't live without him. Just bloody typical.
Exactly my point. I felt so used. I thought he actually liked me. He always wrote to me though, saying, but I was not going to believe that. You cannot love two people. You just cannot. So, I returned them.
The letters.
Oh yeah. Return to sender. Written on every one.
Did he keep riding?
Always. Go on every day. Never really saw him. Just got those damn letters. Until that day.
What day?
Let me show you. Well, I got another letter, as usual. But this one wasn't the normal letter. Oh no, this one was different. He said he'd left his wife and was coming home to see me that day. Of course I had my doubts that it was actually going to happen. But I put it to the back of my mind and thought nothing more about it. Until I was in the kitchen, preparing my lunch. The door knocked, so of course I went and opened it. When I saw his face, I didn't know what to do. So I just slammed the door behind me. I stood here for a while. I couldn't move away. I could hear him knocking behind me. I ignored it. I needed to sort myself out. So I went back to the kitchen, picked up the knife, and carried on what I was doing. I kept trying to ignore it. Ignore the banging of his fist against the door. I was just hoping that it would all go away. Of course it didn't. He came into the room. He was scaring me now. I was frightened. He was coming towards me. To face. To face. He was shouting at me, telling me he loved me, and it ended everything for me. He had broken that other woman's heart. For me. All that was running through my mind was that he needed to stop. Just stop and leave! And all I could think about was the knife. My knife! And that was it. He stopped. Everything stopped. My heart, his life, stopped.
Oh my God! What the hell? You killed him? You killed the man who loved you?
It was not my fault. He wouldn't stop. I didn't do it on purpose.
So what did you do after you killed him?
Got caught, obviously. Police were on in seconds. Was then sent straight to a state prison.
So what's it like? You know, inside?
Not much to say, really. Horrible. I was not meant to be with people like that. Oh, no. At least he got what he deserved.
What if there were murders like you do?
They are not like me. Should I say I'm not like them?
So how did you get out?
Well, I tried to escape a few times, but always failed. Always failed just as I was reaching the gates. This time it's going to be different. I can feel it. It was all planned. I was going to get out of this place. But once and for all. Then, I was running. I just kept running and running. I was nearly there. I was going to escape. Just a bit further. I heard the gunshot. I thought they got me. I thought I wasn't going to make it. But I just kept running.
What party?
They got promotion day.
What are they doing there? Do they want to spring this joint or what? Spider.
See, sit down.
Little Joe.
Yup.
Drummer boy.
Uh-huh.
Next.
Alright.
Where you been?
At the party.
Yeah, it was really good.
They had cookies and everything.
Ooh, and juice.
And juice. You mean you jeopardized my whole operation for cookies?
And juice.
And juice. In a half hour we could be free! Oh, never mind. Right, let's check the list. Spider, have you got the disguises?
See, let's see them then.
You said to keep them a secret.
We're about to escape. Take them now. Pass them round. Okay. They're all the same.
This is correct.
Why? I distinctly said different. Different.
I understood you, yes, but they won't be expecting same.
They won't be expecting sick fugitives neither. Oh, what's the time?
10:40.
Is that an alarm clock?
Yeah, it was all I could find.
Oh boy, all I could find. Next. Have you got the gun?
Oh yeah. Took months of hard work, but I whipped it up in no time.
Where's the trigger?
No, yeah. That's the part we couldn't get.
Then how am I gonna fire the gun?
I've already thought about it. It's quite simple. If you take this spoon and put it in that hole, you can just about do it.
Just about do it. Well, we can use it to scare people or something.
And there's more.
Oh boy.
I've also got a stapler.
Well, it's more use than the pistol. I can see the news headlines now. 6 fugitives escaped jail. Be warned, early indications show they're armed with stationery. Hang on. Where are your bed sheets? How are we going to scale the tower without bed sheets?
Mine's in the wash.
Well, I swapped mine for a stapler.
Mine got stolen. But they left the pillowcase.
Did they?
Alright. Mine's, dirty.
Okay. So we're about 20 feet short. We'll get to that when it comes to it. How are we gonna get through this door?
Oh,
Shh. Shh. Do you mind? I'm trying to think.
But Shirley, I got a key.
Yeah, I got a key. You got a key?
Yeah.
For Peter?
Yeah.
Try it out. It fits. Fits.
It might have snapped in the lock.
Snapped in the lock. Snapped in the lock. Okay, plan B. We're gonna have to bust it open. I want everyone to pull the handle on 3. 1, 2, 3. It's no use. Wait a minute. Drummer boy. Aren't you the housebreaker?
Yeah.
Then you do this kind of thing all the time, right?
Yeah.
Well then,
Well,
It's a butcher, not a bullet.
Oh my goodness. Quick, guys, put on your disguises. We gotta get out of here. Turn it up. Turn it up. Don't just show it with fun.
Why does everybody simply turn their heads and look the other way at me? Are they all too blind to see? I can't afford another mouth to feed. I can't even afford to feed my own. He doesn't deserve this life. I can't give him what he needs. I begged. And I begged for someone to listen. To help me. They just turned away. Refused to see. It's a different world here in the ghetto. You have to deceive and do wrong to survive. I never meant to do it. I just saw it. And I took it. I didn't do it for me. I did it for my son. I did it for him. We hadn't eaten in 3 days. You must understand. I was only 15 when I had my first child. I had no money, no job, and no family. My mother died during childbirth. And my father, well, he was an alcoholic. People have never listened. But you know what they did? I'd look him in the face, and I would tell him, "You don't know how it feels to be alone. I mean, really alone. With nothing." You know, sometimes I often sit in the dark, and I wonder how it could have been. I could have been happily married, and have a massive white wedding, and wear a beautiful dress. Or I could have even lived in a big old house and bake cakes all day long. Or I could have even drove a car and been to see all the beautiful places I could only ever dream of seeing. But that's just not how it turned out for me. I'm not a thief. I did it for my children. Wouldn't you? Somebody, please, help me.
understand, do you? None of you do. Understand what? Are you sure you want to know? Why wouldn't I? Very well. I'm going to take you back to the beginning, to the start, to show you that you have more in common with one of these people than you think.
Oh no, you got me confused. I didn't know any of these people till I got here.
It's because of one of these people that you are here. I don't understand. The handwriting. Look closer. Haven't you seen it somewhere before? No.
No, it can't be. Oh my God! It's you! It was you in the letters. And you were another woman. You killed my husband. You killed him. You were the reason I took sleeping pills every night.
She was the reason you never woke up.
What is she talking about?
Does the name Danny O'Donnell mean anything to you? Never expected to meet the wife he left behind. Never expected to meet the woman whose life you ruined when you murdered her husband.
No. I didn't do it on purpose. It was not my fault.
Anyone who can stab a man through the chest is never faultless. And there's more.
I don't understand.
The night you escaped from prison. Remind me what happened after the gunshot.
I told you. I just kept running.
No, Priscilla Murphy, that's not the truth. You didn't keep running. You stopped. There and then.
That would mean
Priscilla Murphy?
Yes, recognise that name. She was shot, wasn't she? The night you arranged them all to escape from prison. Your negligence as a warden caused a young, confused woman to die.
Well, it's not as if I pulled the trigger.
Maybe if it wasn't for you, nobody would have had to have pulled the trigger. You always wanted to be the fun warden, the warden that everybody loved. But that came at a price. And this time, it cost you too much.
Excuse me.
And as for you, your last card was dealt long ago.
Don't talk to me like that. You don't know me. Don't you dare judge me.
Now that is where you're very wrong. I know you continued to charge those tenants of yours too much, even though you knew they were starving.
It's not my fault. Nobody forced me to stay. I gotta live too, you know.
And by living, you mean wasting hundreds of dollars in a casino? Ironic, isn't it? That even though you took so much from her, her son took something even more precious from you.
You're nuts. What could those lowlifes possibly have to take from me?
Something that no amount of money could ever get you back.
How ridiculous. Money can get you anything.
Didn't see you was driving the car that day, did you?
Car? What?
The car that killed you. I know your landlady continued to charge you too much rent, even though she knew you were starving. I knew she threw you onto that street, the very same street where that tragic accident happened with your son.
Don't you bring him into this. You don't even know him.
I know you took that gun and stole that man's car and hit that woman.
Woman? What woman?
That woman there. She was your landlady.
He never meant to do it. It was a cry for help. He needed help.
losing him, you literally lost the will to live.
What do you mean? Yeah, it was hard, but we coped.
And by cope you mean stealing? Funny, isn't it? That you risk getting caught stealing all those times to prevent yourself from starving to death.
I didn't mean to do it. I didn't. I promise.
But it wasn't that killed you, Gladys. You got pneumonia. You got pneumonia and died. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you have heard 5 stories from 5 very different people. They're in purgatory, and it is now up to you to decide whether they go to heaven or hell. Underneath your seats, you will find cards. Please raise them accordingly as you decide people's fate. Priscilla Murphy died 1977. Please raise your cards. Guilty.
I'm dead.
Gladys Campbell died 1977. Please raise your cards. Innocent. Lisa Marie Fraser died 1977. Please raise your cards. Guilty. Kathleen O'Donnell died 1977. Please raise your cards. Not guilty. Vernon Scholar died 1977. Please raise your cards. Guilty. Thank you. Thank you very much.